Hello, my lovelies. This is going to be our weekly. I have been a little behind in getting videos out for you guys. I've been kind of cutting back a little bit, so they won't be on like a super strict schedule going forward. I'm just going to kind of upload as I feel like I need to. I will try and make sure that there is plenty of stuff for you guys to watch during the week, but it kind of stresses me out to put a ton of stuff up every single week. So I'm trying to manage that, try not to be a total workaholic all the time. So that is what is changing. So there might only be a couple of messages up, but I'm going to try and make them worth your time. So let's see, next 3 days, what's going on? We've got a new moon tonight under the sign of Capricorn. So check out in your birth chart where Capricorn is. That's going to be what's affected by this. All right. So choose duties and responsibilities carefully. That's exactly what we're talking about. So reorganizing. Maybe you're reorganizing your daily routine. Maybe there's some things that, you know, weigh you down and you're trying to like either delegate or get rid of these things because they're just not serving your highest good. So we're allowing certain things to be left behind in order to go in a new direction. Hey, we got indecision. Which way should I go? Should I stay or should I go? So you may be going in a completely different direction. There's some sort of hesitation of letting go. I feel like this new moon will illuminate what really needs to be in your life or who, and what really needs to be released and just, you know, cut off. So I feel like that's going to be an important decision. And Sun and Libra, harmony. Enjoy life with music, love, and romance. So swans mate for life. They only ever mate with one other swan. And if that swan should happen to die, then they stay, you know, solitary for the rest of their days. So I feel like you could be coming into union with your forever person, creating a lot of harmony. Music could be real significant to you guys, but this is about enjoying life, like creating the balance that you've been looking for. So I feel like this new moon is going to usher in some real positive energy for us. And belonging, love that. Moon in Cancer, a sensitive, introspective phase. So you might be going to some place that has a lot of water, beaches, marinas, oceans, things like that. And I feel like you're about to find where you really fit. So by making this decision to make some changes, I feel like there's a lot of forward progress that comes as a result. All right, what's going to happen as a result of the next 3 days energy? So new moons and full moons are like a 3-day window, basically. The day before, the day of, the day after. So that's when the energy is the strongest. Ooh, well, some unions are coming. I've been saying that for a while. Expect engagements and marriage announcements. I feel like soulmate energy is really coming in. You've worked really hard for all these things, so you've got to decide whether it's worth it to you in the end. Do you keep going on these dreams or goals? I do feel like, yeah, okay. So I do feel like there's lots of weddings and unions coming in. 10 of Cups, the happily ever after, the harmony that we've been looking for. But Queen of Swords energy, we've got to let go of what doesn't serve us to get there, right? So we know that. There's some job opportunities that are coming in for you guys towards the end of the year into the new year. Some of them might have you moving, traveling, or relocating. It could also be an unexpected visitor that shows up at your door. I do feel like you need to be cautious of an authority figure, maybe somebody that you don't see eye to eye with. I feel like there could be some hiccups there, but nothing that you can't resolve. I do think for some of you, you're ending a long-term relationship because it is imbalanced, it's not the right fit, and that you may be actually very quickly meeting somebody who is like home to you, that you really feel like you fit. There's some sort of confusion here of like who to cut off, what to cut off. I feel like Spirit will show you what it is. So trust your instincts and intuition leading up to all of these major changes and choices that you've got coming in. Show them what else they need to see for the next few days. All right, you have a wish fulfillment that's coming in. For some of you, it's a partnership. For others of you, it's a job. I do feel like you need to decide whether all the effort and energy is worth it or if it's a waste of your time. And then you have to make a decision on what you do going forward. There is some movement here. Jobs, relocation, travel, getting out of conflict and chaos, because Spirit's trying to get you to take a leap of faith in a new direction. towards marriage and commitment, stability. I feel like there's a lot of stubborn energy getting to the altar, but once you're there, I feel like it's a good fit. The Hierophant is also a card about spiritual growth and ascension. So that creates what? A lot of changes. So you remember that your new life will cost you your old. So are you ready to sacrifice what you've built so far to get to the blessing? Because that's what has to happen. And then Spirit's calling for you to rest. I did a channeled message the other day just about that the divine feminines and the collective are being called to rest. They're doing a lot of astral work in the spiritual. And so they might be dealing with a lot on their plate right now, you know, holidays and things like that. So we've got to make sure that we have time for rest and recovery. We can't just go 24/7 and never have any downtime. That's going to burn us out. All right, Spirit, what else do they need to see for the next 3 days? Show my collective what they need to see. New moon energy, what is coming through? What do they need to know? What do they need to see? Next 3 days from when they find this. There we are. Ooh, 6 of Cups. There could be some past stuff that resurfaces, nostalgia, feelings of, you know, inadequacy is what I'm picking up. I feel like Spirit's trying to show you that you don't have to settle and you don't have to go backwards, that if you just keep plugging forward and let go of what doesn't serve you, that they will align and open doors. Yep, King of Cups. This would be a partnership. They're telling me a match made in heaven. The Knight of Cups is who I refer to as the ideal father figure. So he's nurturing, he's romantic, he's empathetic, he's evolved, he's spiritual, he wears his heart on his sleeve, he's protective, he's an all-around good guy. So I feel like that's who's coming in for you. What else do they need to see? 2 of Pentacles. So we need to focus on practical matters. You know, work and stop juggling so damn much. You need to choose your duties and responsibilities very carefully because you don't want to be overwhelmed or you won't have time for this. Queen of Wands, what are we manifesting? What are we bringing in? I feel like she's also somebody who gets a lot of attention. So there could be a lot of eyes on you in some way, shape, or form. All right, 5 of Wands. There's lots of conflicts surrounding you at this time, so try and go towards peace and peaceful resolutions. 4 of Pentacles tells us that we have more money coming in, so we've got to stop worrying so much. And it will change quickly with the Knight of Wands. I feel like this person's kind of a player. They're somebody who's here 1 minute, gone the next, and so they don't make a good partner. They bring the news, but they don't stick around. The Star, however, tells us that we have a wish fulfillment coming in divine timing. Hiccups for confirmation. You have the Star out of the other deck as well. So we do have some wishes coming true. I feel like somebody's wishing on a star too, like a falling star, shooting star. Maybe they're asking for signs like that. And the 2 of Wands. So we're at this crossroads. We need to make a decision about the future. What do we want? For some of us, we want our 10 of Cups. We want our happily ever after, and that creates some change in your life. The Queen of Swords again telling us that we need to release what no longer serves us to get to our happily ever after. The Hierophant again. There's lots of marriages coming in 2025. Lots of them. My guides even like a week or so ago said, expect to get married in 2025. And I laughed so hard. And then they said, wear pink to the wedding. So there's something to do with a lot of feminine energy coming to the surface with pink being there. I also feel like the rise of the divine feminine is coming up. And so that's all about like the nurturing, softer side of the equation. And I feel like we've been in the patriarchy far too long. And so now it's time for the feminine energy to kind of rise to the surface. The Sun, another sign that we have fresh starts, new beginnings, and happiness coming in. 6 of Swords, again, movement, travel, relocation, getting out of conflict and chaos. King of Pentacles, I feel like this person's well established. They might be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I feel like they're a business person. They might own their own business. Somebody who's financially very stable, a good provider, and very grounded. Somebody who also would make a great partner. The Magician, somebody is manifesting all of these changes to come in, and there is communication coming about the situation. So I feel like over the next 3 days, there's communication coming about love relationships that are growing and ascending to commitment. I feel like there's also going to be people that are cut off because they no longer serve your highest good. I feel like jobs could be changing throughout the new year in order to facilitate growth and balance. Yep, growth and balance, abundance coming in, Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like you need to be prepared for major changes that might require some shadow work or some time alone for you to be able to process and think. Nine of Swords, don't overthink it. Don't worry about things so much. The moon, and we're under a new moon in Capricorn tonight, so that's illumination. What needs to stay will stay. What needs to go needs to go, and it's going to be illuminated. Any sort of lies, deception, or untruths is going to come to the surface, and we have Judgment at the bottom of the deck. So change in perspective, forward progress, karma being dealt, balance being restored. Time's up. It's time to pay the piper. Have a great rest of your week.